Swoosh, just do it. Swoosh, just do it. Swoosh, just do it. Swoosh, just do it. Swoosh, just do it.
Defense, get through it. See the pass, I threw it. Overshot, I shoot it. Wanna be like Mike, I'm dead to the swoosh. I don't know no brand, all I know is the night. To get away with a life, you gotta take sacrifice. Yeah, even might have to do some things you don't like.
Swoosh, just do it. 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 Swoosh, just do it.
Yeah. A 200 millas en un yaqui. Si tú quieres te lo aquí. Debajo del sol. Debajo del sol. A 200 millas en un yaqui. Si tú quieres te lo aquí. Debajo del sol. Debajo del sol. Tempranito en la mañana, morning. Joining, ey, llegamos a la bichi. Flow rikichi. Dinero, dinero, me falta wichi. Me siento rey, pero richie. La nena me salió. Tú no me quieres, mi. El traje de baño no es tan caro, es de JCPenney. Pero te con titenis. Porque lora como a Denny. Te pongo flow Kenny. Voy de nuevo, si no quieres. Yo me atrevo. Si es contigo yo me atrevo. A 200 millas en un yaqui. Si tú quieres te lo aquí. Yeah. Debajo del sol. Debajo del sol. A 200 millas en un yaqui. Si tú quieres te lo aquí. Debajo del sol. Debajo del sol. Ey, que todos los te quemen. Yo soy la ola, mejor ni remen. Le pasé por encima con la agua y semen. Ando de blanco entero, flow santero. La dueña encima de mí como si cantara bolero. Rumba buena, timbalero. Si tú quieres me caso contigo dentro de un velero. Ey, o a 200 millas en un yaqui. Ey, si tú quieres te lo aquí. Debajo del sol. Debajo del sol. Yeah. Bad Bunny, boy. Diplo. 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 Diplo.
J'ai finesseur. Right. BMX5 Saint-Laurent, je suis à l'avant du truck avec Road J. BMX5 Saint-Laurent, je suis à l'avant.
What's your son think about it? He's about the age of where he.
The brilliant blue water of Miami Beach, glistening from above on a beautiful day here in South Florida. And hello again, everyone. Welcome to our Saturday afternoon edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and beside me, Craig Anthony and Steve Smith. David Aldridge joins us on the sideline. Here are the five for the Clippers. Jackson is out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Barry. Then there's McHale. And it's Capella in at the center position. And for the Heat, Julius Randle is out there with Havlicek. Then it's Kareem. Then there's McCollum. And it's Billups in at the point. The entire offseason leading up to tonight, Steve, as a player, do you already know if your team has a chance to be special this early?
You know, Kevin, yeah, you do. And I think the teams that I've been on and teams that you see and saying we don't have a chance to win, you try to trick yourself. You're looking at management and ownership. Can we make a deal throughout this year to get us in contention? But you got to be realistic. You know the team that you don't have a chance to win their championship.
McHale can't get it to go. Here's McCollum. Nice D from Doncic. Here's Barry, covered by Havlicek. Barry misses.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Offensive rebound, Abdul-Jabbar. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And just look at the grace, the agility, versatility that Jabbar brings to the center position. Can beat you in so many ways.
Now here's McHale. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And getting the offense started with a high-quality look down low.
For Miami, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Billups against Jackson, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Clint Capella.
And Billups is a clutch performer, someone who isn't afraid of taking big shots. I just love how fearless he is.
It's his first trip to the line. And he makes the first.
Where you always have confidence in the Heat organization is at the top. Pat Riley with 9 championship rings as a player, as an assistant coach, as a head coach, and as a team president. He knows how to win from every perspective.
And Chauncey Billups drops them both. You're right, Steve. You look at Riley's career, most people are just looking to accomplish one of the things he's done.
Kevin, he has a great mind. He's incredibly driven. He understands how to motivate people, and he understands what's important to focus on.
Here's McHale, a special move before the shot.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
And here's Jackson. Doncic outside. Over McCollum. Doncic, no good.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
No good from outside.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Back to Jackson. Pass to McHale. Outside for Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, I did speak with head coach Eric Spoelstra. He said to win this game, it's all about how we handle Luka Doncic. We'll have to be on our toes defensively. Kevin, we'll see if they're able to slow down the Slovenian sensation.
Thanks, David. And here is Billups, following Julius Randle's 3. Back to Billups. McCollum feeling it out a bit. There's the triple. It's Reggie Jackson with the rebound. There's the pass to Doncic. That shot, no good. Last game for the Heat, they picked up the win against the Thunder. Billups passes to Abdul-Jabbar. Over Jackson. And the dunk by Havlicek.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. This, of course, their first chance to play Miami this season.
And this was as even a matchup as you'll find in the NBA. Split the season series down the middle, one apiece.
Win one, lose one. This might be the case again for both teams this coming season.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Wagner, he's checked in for Julius Randle. Satoransky comes in for McCollum. And Trae Young subbed in for Chauncey Billups. Greg, you look at the young Luka Doncic. What impresses you the most right now about his game?
Well, Kevin, you just don't see many players his height who can handle and make step-back threes. Also, his confidence. He came into the league never doubting that he could dominate a game. And don't forget about his brilliance as a passer.
Now, here's Doncic after the miss from Trae Young. And the rejection by Abdul-Jabbar.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
And Satoransky kicks to Abdul-Jabbar. Satoransky, the pass to Young. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Back to Young. Fires from deep. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
The willingness of Young to work off the ball just gives the defense another thing to account for.
Young against Bradley. Pass to Doncic. Shoots over Satoransky. It's hauled in by the Heat.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Yep, that one goes in there. Young's got 5.
With that tight handle, Trae Young can get anywhere on the court he wants to go.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Rejected by Young. Satoransky against Doncic. And the dunk by Havlicek.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Now, here's Doncic. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Sabonis with the ball. Fades back. Doncic, no good.
Hard to catch up when you can't hit shots. This is a quarter he liked to forget.
Young for 3. That one, no good. And so it's the Miami Heat with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll get right back to the action when we return. A unique upbringing for Clint Capella. Spent years in a
Even as a kid, I wasn't even dreaming about that far. I would say that's even past my dreams. I mean, now I'm just living the moment, trying to work hard as I can, and just enjoy the present.
Just an inspiring story, Greg. It gives you perspective on why you should be grateful for everything you have.
Kevin, without a doubt, Capella's upbringing helped shape him, and the hard work he continues to put in is really admirable.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
They've got Havlicek. Abdul-Jabbar is out there with Wagner. And it's Young, and it's Satoransky in at the 2 spot. So that's who Miami starts the second with. Now, here's Doncic. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Sabonis with the bucket.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Passes it to Havlicek. Some solid defense there from McHale.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen. Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Young passes to Havlicek. Havlicek throws it down.
And guys, Havlicek in a nutshell. Just constant motion, unparalleled stamina. This guy will wear you out.
And the Clippers call time here. Even when plays, Steve, aren't being run for them, certain guys always get a lot of their points on tip-ins and putbacks. They're always right there. Who catches your eye in that category?
Andre Drummond, for sure, Kevin. He's phenomenal on the offensive glass. Rudy Gobert, Al Horford, he gets those timely tip-ins.
He does, you're right.
And then I look at another guy is Whiteside. When he's engaged, he can. Marvin Bagley is a newer name, and he's fantastic at that as well.
And the basket by McCollum.
What a beautiful look. Randall continues to round out his game in the prime of his career.
Now Bradley. No points in the game yet for him. Tipped away. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession. Let's take a look at the most efficient scorers in the NBA from last year's campaign. Clint Capella on top.
He didn't miss many easy chances last year, and he made the most of the tough ones as well. What a fantastic percentage.
Phillips against Jackson. Now here's Phillips. Not a lot of room. Rebounded by Capella.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Los Angeles with another miss.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. So we'll see Chauncey Billups go to the line here. That's on Clint Capella. The Heat shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. And Chauncey Billups no good on that one. Here's Barry. He's guarded by Billups. Pass to Capella. Outside Bradley. Five on the clock. Poked away from deep three-point range. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Bradley.
And here we can check out the story on Julius Randle. Coming off a terrific season. Last season put up about 21 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. And I'm not sure he can play any better than he has. I mean, surprising a lot of people with this play here of late.
Therein lies the question. Has he reached a new level in his game, or is this just a hot streak that'll eventually cool down? We'll see.
And Billups gets it to go.
And remember, Havlicek was a highly recruited quarterback, so you see his passing ability on that one.
Bradley against Billups. The pass to Sabonis. Jackson looking around over McCollum. Jackson, that's good.
Good defense. Jackson could have passed out of it, but showing confidence in his jumper.
And as long as Reggie Jackson is healthy, he's going to give you some punch as a lead guard. Solid scoring option and a guy who's also unselfish in terms of getting his teammates involved.
Clippers trail by 15. Here's Bradley. They grab their own miss. Here's Capella. It's tipped. Here's Billups. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Billups has got 7 points for the quarter.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Now here's Jackson. Outside Bradley. Over Randall. Here's Capella. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul goes against Miami. The Clippers shooting their first free throws of this game. And some changes here for the Heat. Abdul-Jabbar comes in for Mo Wagner. Young is subbed in for Havlicek. The Clippers also changing it up. McHale comes in for Sabonis. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Avery Bradley. And for the last half decade, Reggie Jackson has been good for about 15 points a game.
And that is about the consistency you can expect from Jackson. He's always been a talent. The key for him is just staying on the floor.
Now, here's Doncic. After the miss from Trae Young, Doncic finds Capella. There's 57 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Barry. And the Clippers miss again. Looking at Miami, they took their win in their last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. And Billups gets it to go.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Here's Jackson following the basket by Chauncey Billups. Doncic outside. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. McHale kicks to Jackson. Capella against Abdul-Jabbar. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. There's 18 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's McCollum. Chandler with the defensive effort. Doncic right side. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And how about the balance of Doncic on that possession? Amazing at just absorbing the contact and still with the strength to finish.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And just a shade over 70% from the line a season ago. That's an area I'm sure he wants to improve.
McCollum fires from way outside. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater.
And it's just encouraging to see Luka step up on defense.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. It's the Heat as they end the second quarter with a 13-5 run. Back at
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson. So it's Miami who's out on top at the half. They're leading by 16. Kenny, some perspective, please.
I love how they open the game. They push the ball up court at every opportunity.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Chauncey Billups has been sensational.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers, a very high percentage of those in the first half.
Setting the floor for the Clippers. We've got Luka Doncic. Clint Capella is out there with McHale. Then there's Barry. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. The seventh pick back in 2014. Julius Randle goes about, 6'9", 240 pounds, Smitty. And he is one tough customer.
Yes, indeed, Kevin. A bruising paint present Julius Randle is. When he attacks the rim, he'll bulldoze defenders right out of the way.
And he can't make the second free throw either, missing both. Well, Steve, it's expected that we'll eventually allow 18-year-olds to enter the NBA draft. You're a proud Michigan State alum. Are you concerned players may miss something by choosing to skip the college experience?
You know, Kevin, in this situation, for sure, there are some players that I would say is going to make some mistakes and maybe come out too early and not be ready. But I think we have to allow them to have these decisions and not have these decisions taken away from them. I love college, but there are some guys that are just ready to go play in the NBA, just like other areas of life. When you're ready, you're ready.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Doncic with the steal. And now the Clippers on the break. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. And it's 6 points for Luka Doncic. McCollum outside. Here is Havlicek. 6 points for him. Puts it up from 12, and he gets the jumper to drop. Havlicek's got 8 points.
And guys, you got to know who you're guarding. You got to run the shooter off that sweet spot. And for Havlicek, that's anything in the mid-range area.
Pass to McHale. Over Randall. McHale misses. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the Heat. Here's McCollum. Drilled from 11 feet out.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense, the ability to drain the outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter.
And Doncic gets it to go.
And that's what you like to see right there. A solid move to give himself some room and take it inside.
Jackson against Phillips. Passes it to Abdul-Jabbar. And Capella sends it back. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. And the Heat making a change here. Wagner's checked in. Sabonis, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Avery Bradley comes in for Reggie Jackson. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's McCollum. Miami no good on that time either. Clippers trail by 14. And it's blocked. And he gets it back.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Los Angeles shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Phillips passes to Wagner. He kicks it to McCollum. Outside, Phillips. 4 on the clock. Miami needs to get a shot off. On deep. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. No good on the shot. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Ways to get back into it, but they've got some time.
The tendency can be to really rush or push the game. They need to avoid that.
Bradley deciding where to go with it. It's hauled in by the Heat. Abdul-Jabbar's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Here's McCollum. Miami no good on that time either.
The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
Pass to Bradley. Knocks it loose. Here's Sabonis. Out to Doncic. It's blocked. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
And checking out some numbers for Doncic. Great showing for him last season. He was around 21 points per game, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. And he is such a huge part of what this team does on offense.
Yes, night in and night out, he's their go-to option. He accepts that responsibility and thrives at it.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. We've seen it before. We're certainly seeing it right now, Smitty. The super team phenomena. Is there anything the league can or should do about that?
What I think they can do is being able to allow players to sign a longer-term deal. If a guy is, I would say, under contract for 6, 7, 8 years, then you won't see as much movement. But if you have these guys who are making so much money off the course from their endorsements, they're going to keep signing shorter deals, so they'll have the leverage to be able to move.
And the call on the shot, it sends him to the line. And the veteran Wilson Chandler played at a lot of stops in his career, and he'll always find minutes.
You're so right. With Chandler, you can slot him into the 3 or the 4 in most lineups. Injuries have added up, and he'll usually miss games during the year. But when he's available, he's a big help.
And he makes the bucket.